The year is 1962. Hong Kong hums with life, a city on the brink of change. Mr. Chow, a handsome journalist, rents a room in a cramped apartment building. Mrs. Chan, a beautiful secretary with quiet grace, moves in next door with her husband. Their initial encounters are brief, polite exchanges in the hallway. A shared table at the local noodle shop becomes a familiar sight. They are strangers brought together by circumstance, unaware of the profound connection that awaits them. A life in the apartment building is one of shared walls and close quarters. The sounds of daily life seep through the thin barriers, creating an unintentional intimacy among the residents. Every footstep, every murmur, every laugh and sigh becomes a part of the collective experience of living so closely together. Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan navigate their days with a quiet dignity, finding solace in their work. Mr. Chow, a diligent office worker, finds peace in the rhythm of his tasks, the clatter of keyboards and the hum of the office environment. Mrs. Chan, on the other hand, immerses herself in her responsibilities, her serene demeanor masking the complexities of her thoughts. He writes, his words filling the silence of his room. Each stroke of the pen is deliberate, a reflection of his inner world. The pages of his notebook are filled with thoughts, observations, and perhaps unspoken emotions that he cannot voice aloud. She tends to her duties, her movements graceful and precise. The way she handles each task, from cooking to cleaning, is almost like a dance, a choreography of everyday life. Her focus on these routines provides her with a sense of control and normalcy. As their spouses are frequently absent, their paths cross more often. The empty chairs at the dining table are a silent testament to the loneliness they both feel. In the absence of their partners, they find themselves drawn to each other, seeking companionship in the most unexpected places. There are shared meals, polite conversations. They begin to share more than just food. They share stories, dreams, and fears. These moments of connection become a lifeline, a way to break the monotony of their solitary lives. A bond begins to form, built on respect and a sense of understanding. Their interactions are marked by a mutual recognition of each other's struggles and strengths. This growing bond provides them with a sense of comfort and belonging. Yet, a shadow lurks beneath the surface. Despite the growing closeness, there is an undercurrent of tension, an unspoken fear that something is amiss. This shadow is a constant reminder that not everything is as it seems. They each harbor suspicions about their spouse's fidelity, their unease growing with each passing day. The suspicious glances, the subtle changes in behavior, and the growing distance all contribute to a sense of dread. As they navigate this complex web of emotions, they are forced to confront the reality of their situations and the choices they must make. The truth emerges slowly, painfully. A misplaced handbag, a familiar tie, small details that betray a larger deception. Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan come to the devastating realization that their spouses are having an affair. The revelation is a shared wound, a bitter pill to swallow. They find themselves drawn together, united in their pain and confusion. The walls that separate them seem to shrink, offering a strange comfort in their shared betrayal. In an attempt to understand the betrayal, Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan embark on a dangerous game. They role-play, reenacting imagined encounters between their unfaithful spouses. Each encounter is fraught with tension, a potent mix of anger, hurt, and a burgeoning attraction. Their words are carefully chosen, their movements mirroring the betrayal they strive to comprehend. But the lines begin to blur. As they delve deeper into the charade, they find themselves drawn closer, their own emotions echoing the passion they are pretending to portray. Section 5, Maintaining Integrity, a Moral Tightrope Walk. In the intricate dance of human relationships, there are moments when the heart and mind find themselves at odds, teetering on the edge of right and wrong. This is the story of Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan, two souls caught in a web of emotions and ethical dilemmas. The awareness of their growing feelings throws them into turmoil. Each day they wrestle with the confusion that comes from wanting something they believe they shouldn't. The emotional struggle is palpable, a constant undercurrent in their interactions. Bound by their own moral compasses, Mr. Chow and Mrs. Chan grapple with the impossible situation. They are torn between their desires and their sense of duty, each choice fraught with consequences. The inner conflict is a testament to their integrity as they strive to do what is right, even when it feels impossible. They are both trapped in loveless marriages, yearning for a connection that seems both forbidden and irresistible. Their hearts ache for the companionship and understanding they find in each other, a stark contrast to the coldness of their current relationships. The forbidden nature of their bond only intensifies their longing, making each stolen moment even more precious. Their interactions are charged with unspoken longing, stolen glances that speak volumes. Every look, every touch is laden with meaning, a silent communication of their feelings. These moments are fleeting, yet they linger in their minds, a constant reminder of what could be. They steal moments together, a shared cigarette on a rainy night, a whispered conversation in a crowded street. These brief encounters are their lifeline, a way to express their feelings without crossing the line. The rain becomes a metaphor for their situation, a mix of beauty and sadness as they navigate their complex emotions. Each encounter is a delicate dance, a careful navigation of their burgeoning feelings and their determination to maintain their integrity. They move through their days with a heightened awareness of each other, every interaction a balancing act between their hearts and their principles. Their story is a poignant reminder of the human capacity for love and the strength it takes to uphold one's values in the face of temptation. Section 6, a place where emotions are cloaked in shadows, where the heart speaks in whispers, the weight of unspoken words, longing and restraint. Silence becomes their language, a silent symphony of emotions. Glances linger, charged with unspoken desires. Their eyes meet, and in that fleeting moment 1,000 words are exchanged. A brush of hands, a shared joke, these are not mere gestures, but profound connections. Each touch, each laugh, a testament to their unspoken bond. These small moments carry the weight of their unspoken love. Every glance, every smile, a silent promise of what could be. They understand each other in ways their spouses never could. It's a connection that transcends words, a deep, unspoken understanding. Mr. Chow finds solace in Mrs. Chan's quiet strength, her unwavering presence a beacon in his turbulent world. Her ability to navigate their predicament with grace and dignity is nothing short of remarkable. She is his anchor, his confidant. Mrs. Chan is drawn to Mr. Chow's sensitivity, his gentle understanding of her pain. He sees her, truly sees her, in a way no one else does. His understanding of her pain, yet they remain restrained, their emotions held back by the invisible chains of societal expectations. Their love a fragile bud threatening to bloom in the shadows. It is a love that exists in the spaces between words, in the pauses of their conversations, in the quiet moments they share. They sit in silence, lost in thought, each acutely aware of the other's presence. The air between them is thick with unspoken words, with the weight of their longing, a fleeting touch, a moment of connection. These are the moments they live for, the moments that sustain them, and yet they must part ways reluctantly, each time leaving a piece of their heart behind. Their love is a delicate dance of longing and restraint, a beautiful, tragic symphony of unspoken words. The weight of their unspoken feelings becomes unbearable. Mr. Chow, seeking to escape the suffocating atmosphere of Hong Kong and the constant reminder of their impossible love, decides to move to Singapore. On the eve of his departure, he finally confesses his feelings for Mrs. Chan. The words hang heavy in the air, a release of pent-up emotions. Their connection is undeniable, their love a palpable force in the small, dimly lit room. Years later, Mr. Chow returns to Hong Kong. He visits their old apartment building, now a shell of its former self. The memories come flooding back, the shared meals, the stolen glances, the unspoken promises. He travels to Angkor Wat, the majestic temple complex in Cambodia. There, hidden within the ancient stones, he whispers his secret into a crevice, sealing away his love and the memory of their impossible affair. In the Mood for Love ends on a note of poignant ambiguity. Mrs. Chan remains in Hong Kong, her life forever marked by their encounter. Did she hear his confession? Did she harbour similar feelings, forever locked away in her heart? The film offers no easy answers. It leaves the audience with a lingering sense of melancholy, a profound understanding of love's enduring power and the enduring pain of what might have been. Wong Kar-wai's masterpiece is a visual and emotional feast. The film is renowned for its breathtaking cinematography, its use of color and shadow to evoke mood and atmosphere. The haunting score underscores the characters' unspoken longing, their every glance and gesture imbued with a heartbreaking intensity. In the Mood for Love is a film about love and loss, about the choices we make and the paths we are sometimes forced to take. It is a testament to the enduring power of memory and the bittersweet ache of what might have been.